Welcome to Chicago. Going on a free tour. Women test men, here's why. When you look at a girl, you're like, okay, I would or I wouldn't. I'd sleep with her or I wouldn't. But think of it this way. In nature, if you're a pretty boy, is that the most important thing for a girl? Think about, I want you to really pause and think about this. How harsh is the natural environment that we evolved from? How harsh? On a scale of 1 to 10? 10. Okay, who here has ever visited Africa? That's apparently where we evolved from. Okay, any of you guys ever do a safari? Okay, if you even get out of the Jeep on the safari, for like 10 minutes, a giant monster comes and eats you. Literally, like dude, not joking, but actually. Like, not joking, but actually, if you get out of the Jeep, a giant pack of monsters is like, "Rah!" and comes and eats you. Like, your last thoughts is like your bones cracking like a turkey, but thicker and heavier, so it cracks and pops. I know because I've watched lions on safari. I've been to Africa, cracking apart, not a zebra, impala bones. It's like a African deer or something, and it's horrifying. And they're covered in blood while they munch it down. It looks like if you were eating like nachos with salsa, and the salsa was spilled all over your face. It's insane. The smell of death in the air. And that's what we grew from. Now, not only that, let's say that you're a woman pre-modern society, like not just pre-feminism, okay? It was bad enough before feminism for women. You guys ever seen like Revolutionary Road? Like, a lot of guys are pissed off about feminism. Definitely feminism can go way too far, we know that. But before feminism, shit was pretty fucking sucky for girls in a lot of ways, okay? It is different elements like pros and cons of feminism, but the thing is, let's talk modern society. What could happen? Let's think about what could happen to you if the guy you're dating was not a good leader and could take charge. A, get eaten by a monster. That would be number one. B, starve to death. It's actually not that bad. C, get gang raped by the other members of your tribe who also happen to be your brothers. Next one. Get raped and killed by a neighboring tribe who wants to eat your coconut. You know, I mean, it's like this. If you went to jail and you're just this tiny little guy, you got two choices. You can get raped by the entire population of the jail, like on a train. They call that running the train. You can have a train run on your little virgin asshole, or you can pick a guy who you can be the bitch for the one guy, right? So you can pick that one guy and just let that guy fuck you, okay, and be his bitch, or you can get a train run on you every time you take a shower, okay? So, you know, if you're like a tiny little fucking bitch in jail, that's your choice, okay? So, lesson there, so go to jail. Now, as far as, being a girl, what is her evolution wired for? A girl's not wired to get some nice little guy who she's like, I want to be your bitch. And then when the fucking weird gang comes along, the roving, marauding gang comes along, and they're like, I'm gonna fuck your bitch. He's like, please don't. And they're like, like this, and he's like, oh, I tried my best. Okay? No, she wants a guy that when the monster comes or the roving gang of rapists come, he's like, you ain't taking my bitch. And they're like, we're taking your bitch. And he gets a fucking spear and then eats them. Okay? He wants that shit. So, okay, that is what basically. Okay, now it's the best modern show of it that shows is Game of Thrones, right? What happens to the girls? What happens to the girls? Like when they get married, they put the cloak on them, right? They're like, you're under. And what do they say when they get married? You're under my protection. And what happens in the Game of Thrones when the girl's not under protection? She gets potentially raped by the angry mob. Okay, if you guys have seen Game of Thrones. Not only that, but villages have to pay homage to some kind of king who protects them from getting raided, okay? So everyone is someone else's bitch. Now, in your world, you don't want to be the bitch, okay? So think of it like this. A little pretty boy in nature, like, oh, he's got very soft eyes. You know, some shit like that. He's got very nice cheekbones. Some shit like that. Is that important in the world of the Game of Thrones? Is that important in the natural, harsh environment that we came from? No, it's not. It's not at all. What's important is the man's behavior, okay? She's hot. She will provide the looks. You provide the behavior. Think of it like that. The girl, look, a hot girl, she's just like, I'm a hot girl, okay? She's got the looks. That's handled. She handled the looks to